The episode begins with Mordecai and Rigby sitting in the park, feeling restless and frustrated because their usual source of entertainment, pulling pranks on co-workers and park visitors, has been unexpectedly restricted. Benson announces a strict no pranks policy for the day, citing complaints and safety concerns, and warns them that any violation will result in serious consequences. Mordecai and Rigby groan at the news, realizing that without their usual antics, they will have to find alternative ways to pass the time. Rigby, in particular, becomes increasingly agitated, pacing and muttering about how boring the park has suddenly become. Initially, they attempt to occupy themselves with mundane tasks, such as sweeping paths, organizing supplies, and tidying benches. Mordecai tries to make the work bearable by joking and trying to come up with creative ways to perform the chores, but Rigby grows impatient and quickly becomes disruptive, tossing leaves in the air, stacking cones improperly, and making exaggerated faces at passing park employees. Pops floats by, innocently commenting on their unusual behavior and asking if everything is all right, but Mordecai explains the prank ban rule to him. Pops reacts with mild surprise but encourages them to find a fun activity within the rules. As the day progresses, Mordecai and Rigby struggle to entertain themselves without breaking the no-prank restriction. They attempt several alternative activities, including racing golf carts carefully, playing catch with park equipment, and trying to invent harmless games. Each effort is met with limited success, often ending in minor accidents or awkward mishaps. Mordecai accidentally trips over a stack of boxes, sending them tumbling, while Rigby becomes frustrated when he fails to make a proper trick shot with a basketball. Muscle Man and High Five Ghost appear at intervals, observing and joking about the duo's struggles, offering advice or teasing them, but never fully solving the problem. The tension builds as Mordecai and Rigby grow more desperate for the excitement and chaos they normally thrive on. Midway through the episode, Mordecai comes up with a clever idea. Instead of pranking others, they will attempt self-pranks, designing elaborate setups to prank themselves in safe, controlled ways. Rigby reluctantly agrees, though he immediately overcomplicates the plan by making the self-pranks increasingly extreme. Their first attempt involves a series of harmless booby traps that trigger a cascade of comedic mishaps, slipping on banana peels, getting confetti dumped on their heads, and narrowly avoiding small water sprays. The self-pranks are both chaotic and humorous, allowing them to experience the thrill of mischief without violating Benson's rules. Pops floats nearby, laughing and clapping, while Muscle Man comments on their creativity, though he warns them not to hurt themselves. As they escalate their self-prank experiments, Mordecai and Rigby inadvertently uncover hidden secrets of the park. A misfired trap causes them to discover a long-forgotten storage area filled with odd objects, old props, and unusual memorabilia. Their curiosity leads them to explore the room, finding items that inspire new, inventive self-pranks. They begin combining props, gadgets, and park tools to create elaborate, Rube Goldberg-style contraptions, carefully coordinating triggers to maximize the comedic effect while remaining within the Prankless rules. Each success brings excitement, laughter, and a growing sense of accomplishment. The climax of the episode occurs when their most elaborate self-prank goes awry. Mordecai and Rigby have constructed a complex setup involving multiple triggers, pulleys, and falling objects designed to create an epic chain reaction. As they activate it, the sequence begins perfectly, producing escalating chaos and comedic spectacle. However, a minor miscalculation causes one section to collapse prematurely, sending Rigby sliding across the room and Mordecai narrowly avoiding a falling prop. The chain reaction accelerates unpredictably, creating tension and anticipation, while Pops floats above in amazement. Despite the near disaster, the self-prank concludes successfully, with both Mordecai and Rigby covered in harmless debris but laughing uncontrollably. Benson enters at the conclusion of the chaos, initially alarmed by the mess, but quickly realizes that no park rules were broken and that the self-pranks caused no real harm. He expresses mild approval, noting that they found a way to entertain themselves responsibly. Mordecai and Rigby, exhausted but satisfied, reflect on the day's lessons. Creativity, patience, and thinking outside the box can be just as rewarding as traditional pranking. Pops, still cheerful, praises their ingenuity, and Muscle Man jokingly warns them to avoid trying anything too dangerous next time. The episode ends with Mordecai and Rigby walking through the park, laughing about their adventures and already planning safer, self-inflicted antics for the future, highlighting the blend of humor, friendship, and inventive problem-solving that defines the episode.